You can start.
Hi, this is group number 3, CSC 510 SE project. This is the phase 3 project. Our bot's name is Slashbot. This is a Telegram bot. I can go through the README. There are significant changes made in the README. Number of batches are added. How the Slashbot works is shown here. You can either, it's basically a Telegram bot where you can add your spendings related in different categories like food, shopping, miscellaneous, and it gives you a clear history in forms of graphs and everything. So these are the basic functionality. You can add or record a new spending. You can show the sum of the expenditure, display your spending history, clear, delete, edit. This was all done in the phase 1 and 2. I'll go through the changes that have been done in our part. Downloading expenditure history in the form of CSV. This is added as a part of this project. Visualize your spending in the form of graphs. Then email the history, the history CSV file which was downloading. You can email it to yourself and see the total or daily, monthly expenditure in different currencies. So these are the 4 significant features which are added. You can go to the changes.md so I can discuss the working of these features. Yeah, as I told, download history. So there's a new command added here in which whatever history you have, you can download it. This demo shows how a CSV file is generated for the same. Then the second thing is display total expenditure in different currencies. You can now select different currencies. Either you can select you need a daily or monthly spending in these 3 different options. And you can see your total expenditure in that currency. The next feature is more visualization. Visualization is now available in the form of graphs. The slash chart option helps you see this. The 4th one is email history. So the new option added as slash send email. You can record your emails and get it automated. There are different documentation and testing. This shows the different areas that we have worked to improve the documentation, adding test cases and improving the test cases. Pratik can now go through the demo of the project.
All right. So now let's get into the live demo of the project. Let's open up a terminal. As you can see in the documentation, the command to run it is Python src/pod.py. It should ideally start polling the bot. Let's open up Telegram and CSU bot start. Perfect. So this is the menu that comes up every time that you want to interact with the bot, and all the options are listed as clickable, so that whenever you click it actually automatically takes in as a command. So we'll go through the changes.md one by one and whatever changes that we implement. First, let's look at the history. Do we have any history? No, we don't have any history, so we start fresh. So let's add something. Date is, let's say, food. We spend $24. It gets added. Let's add another one. Utilities, $80. Okay, let's look at history. Okay, so the first minor update that we've done is we basically shown the history in a tabular form, in the form that you can see in front of you. This is one of the minor updates that we made. So now that we've added some history, some expenditure history, let's look at the first changes that we made. The first one is downloading the history. So we can do /download and we get a CSV file. And once you open the CSV file, you can see we get the date on which it was, or the date on which you made the expenditure, for what was it made, what category it belongs to, and what is the amount. So this is one of the major changes that we brought in. The next major changes is, for example, all these expenditures are in US dollars, but if you want to view your expenditure in different currencies, we have an option for that. So that would be to display. One second, just go to slash menu. The next will be display different currency. After looking at display different currency, we'll select for the month. Which currency do you want to convert to? We have three options, that is INR, Euro, and CHF, but let's go to INR. So we can see that our total expenditure at this point of time is 7,801 Indian rupees. We currently have support for these three, but it can be added even further, the support for the currency. So these are the two major things. The third one is multiple visualization options. So like since we already have some history, let's go ahead and see the chart options that we have. So in the chart options, we've added a chart option in the bar graph and a pie chart. So we can see the food takes up a minor chunk of the expenditure and utilities take up a major chunk. And you can see the same thing in the bar graph. That is one of the things that we added in this project. The fourth change that we've had is if we want to send an email of the whole thing, your CSV file, you can do that. It asks you for your email ID. So you put in your email ID and it should be done. Let's check it out. We go to spam and there it is. There's your spending history. There's that. And apart from that, I'll just show you there's a minor change that we've done. And it's actually very convenient to have, but I'll just show it to you. So let's just delete all the history that we have currently. Yes, we delete the history. Now, let's say our budget is $1,000. Perfect. Now we add some expenditures. We do, for example, food. We spend $500. Then we add another one. Say utilities, and we spend another $500. Now, once you spend equivalent to or above your budget, you get a prompt that you have exhausted your monthly budget, and you can check it on the history. This is very convenient in knowing whenever you've exhausted the budget that you utilized. And it's nice to have a reminder that your budget has been exhausted. So these are the major changes that we brought into the project. Let's go to the documentation. The documentation. So we had two release versions. One is the version 1.2.0 and second one is 1.2.1. The first version had the graphs and multiple usage at types and type chart to spending in the form of graphs that we added in the first one. And we also added a lot of badges inside the repository. That was the release version 1.2.0. And the release version 1.2.1, you can see that we've added the other functionalities, which is like, which are the display different currencies and downloading the CSV file and sending an email to your own self. And you can also get, now that you get a message that the monthly budget is exhausted. So these are the things that we've released in two separate versions. Our installation guide is very in-depth and very simple to follow. You won't come through any errors whenever you download the project and try to run it. We specifically added for testing with PyTest because while running our project on a local machine, we were facing some issues and we were able to figure those out. And it's very simple to follow. We've added everything that anyone needs to know, whoever wants to download the project and run it. And they can start running it on the local. Yeah, this is it. Like, this is Slashbot. Thank you so much.